Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Steph here, and I'm gonna watch this video. I thought I'd just share my reaction with y'all. Why we need to teach astronomy. Looks like this is a kind of a interview style video, but let's get into it. Why we need to teach astronomy.
Do people really understand the scale of the universe?
Damn, really? That's okay.
This task is going to seem ridiculously easy.
Rank these things from smallest at the top to biggest on the bottom.
Oh no.
But sometimes you have to ask the question no one would bother to in order to figure out what people are actually thinking.
This is really gonna put my astronomy skills to the test. So, moon, I don't know, moon.
Yeah, I'd say moon is probably
I
the
say
smallest.
stars are smallest.
But the sun is a star.
Wait. Hold on, I didn't think. Nah, bruh. Nah, these people tripping.
It's like a science place.
Let's say planets are the smallest.
I'll say planet
Wow.
might be the top of the line.
Is the sun bigger than the moon?
It depends on the planet.
I'm sorry, bro, but that's just like, bro. Yes, the sun is bigger than the moon.
It does, but as a general category, stars, then moons.
And then there's stars
Yeah.
around the planet.
The sun is a star, right? I think.
Yeah, it is.
You think this one's next? I trust you.
Because we're talking about a galaxy, bro. We're talking everything.
You looking at the galaxy? too.
I'm over here like,
Wait.
okay.
I think it's this one and then this one. You're right. You can. Wait, no.
Unless you believe in the multiverse, then you know.
So you're taking this like
What?
four-dimensional chess level.
I think the moon would be bigger, no?
I mean, you think, right? Because like it looks bigger.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
this supposed to be like a science lesson?
Bro, I'm sorry. There's no way you think the moon is bigger than the sun, bro. Let us start, bro. Come on.
There's definitely some
Come on.
science to this.
Okay. We are not astrology majors.
Astrology?
Shopify
Astron-
really enabled us to go from 0 to 7 figures in our first year.
So what is a moon? Like, how's a moon different from a planet?
It's a collection of dust, maybe.
The way that they come about in astrology and like the like the meteors.
Planets is like human life. Already exists or potentially can exist.
And a planet has its own like I feel like a planet is
Atmosphere.
capable of having its own
Yes.
atmosphere or something.
And then the atmosphere.
I'm pretty sure a moon can have an atmosphere as well. I'm not sure. I think so.
Of the moon and the planet are completely different.
Whether or not it has like an atmosphere?
I get why some people would think this because the Earth has an atmosphere while our moon has essentially no atmosphere. But Titan,
Yeah.
Saturn's largest moon, actually has a thick atmosphere, while Mercury has no substantial atmosphere. So if having an atmosphere isn't what makes a planet, then what is it?
You don't know if the moon has people on it. It could.
You think the moon could have people on it?
There could be moon people. We never know.
I'm thinking
Moon
like
people.
orbits or something around there.
I think natural satellite is the term used. So you'll always have moons around a planet. You can't see a planet around a moon.
Mm-hmm.
How many planets do we know of?
I don't know.
Well,
Well, let's see. 7, 8.
7 or 9.
Do we have 11 in our solar system?
I think a planet has to be a certain size to be considered a planet. Because if you look at Pluto,
Hold on, bro. You got Mercury. You got Venus. You got Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune. Fucking. Alright. That's all I know so far. Probably missing one. I don't know.
they just say it's not a planet because it's too small.
Pluto doesn't count as a planet anymore.
Pluto's technically not a planet.
Everyone
That's
knows
It's a
the
dwarf
story
planet.
of
Yeah.
Pluto.
Because
Like,
everybody loves Pluto.
When Pluto was discovered in 1930, it was hailed the ninth planet. But it quickly became clear that Pluto was different. The real nail in the coffin came on the 5th of January 2005 when astronomers discovered Eris, an object in the Kuiper Belt that's around 30% more massive than Pluto. Similar large objects had already been discovered, and more were likely to follow. So scientists faced a choice: either add a whole bunch more planets or demote Pluto. In 2006, the decision was made, and a new definition for a planet was established.
You should just like get over it. Pluto had it coming from the beginning.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Our moon has 5 times the mass of Pluto. So just get over it.
Was our moon a planet?
No, it's a moon.
To be a planet, an object now had to satisfy 3 criteria.
Have a
First,
certain
it must
mass.
orbit the sun. Second, it must have enough self-gravity so that it's round or almost round. And third, it must be gravitationally dominant and cleared out its neighborhood.
Yeah, I think orbiting the sun is probably the most significant determining factor. Like none of the moons orbit the sun like directly; they orbit the planets. Be almost round, cleared out its neighborhood. Be almost round. Okay.
Pluto satisfies the first 2 criteria, but not the third.
Clear.
So now we're back to the set of planets without Pluto.
Hold on.
Mercury,
Almost round. And third, it must be gravitationally dominant and cleared out its neighborhood. Pluto satisfies the first
I
2
see.
criteria, but not the third. So now we're back to the set of planets without Pluto.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Uranus. I forgot Uranus. Yeah. Uranus.
Nice. And he named them all. Bonus points. How many planets outside the solar system?
Hella planets, boy.
Ooh. Maybe around a couple hundred to 1,000, maybe.
Oh, whoa.
More than that.
I mean, in terms
Hella
of the number
planets.
that
You
we
know how
know,
many
it's about
galaxies?
5,000 right now
Oh.
that have been identified. But like, you're right. There's many more, but we just haven't seen them yet, so we don't know. So the moons are the smallest. They go around the planets. Planets go around the stars. What makes a star a star?
Bro, these damn ads.
CRM shouldn't weigh your butt.
Kind of like a dead planet, right? Like it's just emitting heat.
Like little gas things, and they explode all the time, and we don't even see them. But I don't know where they come from. Can you tell me?
If you have a bunch of just like gas, as you say, like hydrogen, helium, that all kind of clumps together, it forms a star. And then, like you say, there's like
Nuclear
fusion
fusion.
in the middle, there's
Yeah.
explosions in the middle that are giving out light and heat and stuff like that.
Wow, you just taught me something new. I didn't even know that.
There you go.
Doesn't it take 8 Earths to fill the sun?
1,000,000 Earths.
1,000,000 Earths. I got it wrong. Okay, I'm stupid.
8
No,
Earths?
but like it's a lot, right?
Here's one way to put this in perspective. In our solar system, there are 8 planets, hundreds of moons, millions of asteroids, and more. But in terms of mass, all that only makes up 0.14%
Dark
of the
matter.
mass of our solar system. The other 99.86% of
Oh,
the mass
I'm retarded.
is the sun. That is just how much bigger and
Nah,
more
dark matter does account for a lot of the mass in the universe, as you'd say, or matter in the universe. Stuff that we can't see.
massive the sun is.
Moon smallest
Yeah.
planet.
Sun is freaking huge, bro. That joint is big. Like Jupiter is. I don't know if y'all seen like Jupiter compared to Earth, but like so many Earths can fit inside Jupiter, and just the amount of Jupiters that can fit inside the sun is just insane, bro.
And stars.
Moon, planet, stars, galaxy. Yeah.
Well, what is a galaxy? Like, what is that?
A group of planets in, I'd say, a certain amount of proximity.
Like the solar system, like the system of planets. So like just how we have our solar system is what makes the galaxy.
Ton of stars, moons, and planets in together makes
Yeah,
the
that's
galaxy.
what I'd say. Makes a galaxy.
Collection of like solar systems.
So how many is a
Collection of solar systems.
How big is a galaxy? How many stars?
Hella stars, boy.
Wait, I don't know.
Phone a friend.
60,000.
Millions, I'd say millions.
Tens of millions of stars, perhaps?
How many stars in a galaxy?
Perhaps.
Roughly. Ballpark.
Probably hundreds of millions.
Million? Billion?
I'm gonna say millions. Millions of stars.
Billion.
Oh, you were way off.
100 billion?
Oh my god.
Damn.
You said 60. 100 billion?
100 billion stars.
I mean, where do you even. Is that accurate? Where do you get that number from? Now, 100 billion is crazy, though. Sheesh.
Number of stars in a galaxy, that can vary depending on the size of the galaxy, but like
Yeah.
100 billion, 200 billion, 300 billion, 50 billion, like that's like kind of the
Okay,
ballpark
but
numbers
the
for most
average
galaxies.
is 100
Average-
billion.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
But they're huge. There's a funny question: are there more trees on Earth or stars in our galaxy?
More trees on Earth or stars in our galaxy? I'm gonna say stars, but it's probably trees. He's probably gonna say it.
If
Stars.
actually, I'm now thinking about like a math problem where it's basically you have to find, I guess, the whole entire.
Bro, it's just a
surface area.
guess, bro.
That ooh, ugh.
The answer is, I'll save you the trouble. There are more trees on Earth than
Huh? I actually did not expect that.
there are stars in the galaxy, in our Milky Way
You know what? Figures, you know.
galaxy.
So a
Estimated
galaxy
3
is a
trillion
huge collection of
stars.
stars, planets,
I mean,
gas,
3 trillion.
dust, dark matter, and other objects, all bound together by gravity.
And then what is around the Milky Way galaxy?
More galaxies.
There are more galaxies, but they're kind of far away. So what's between us and those other galaxies?
Like all types of vastness, you know, supernovas, dark matter.
Stars.
You know, this is the thing that I find nuts, and one of the things I wanted to see if people know. But like, the Milky Way is like one galaxy, but it's huge. It's like 100,000 light years across.
Mhm.
That's pretty big. You know what I mean? But then around us, there's nothing.
Oh wow, I didn't know
Basically
that.
nothing.
Yeah.
Just
It's kind of like
empty space.
continents, right? Like you have a continent, but then around it, like there's all this ocean, and then there's like more galaxies, and then there's nothing, and then more galaxies, and nothing, more galaxies, and nothing.
But this animation is not to scale.
Wait, I'm actually learning or reviewing. I do not remember everything from astronomy.
Really, it should look more like this. The distances between galaxies are enormous, typically millions of light years. If you zoom out further, you find that galaxies are grouped together in clusters, and those clusters make up even larger superclusters, all separated by enormous voids.
And you know how many galaxies there are in the universe?
I'll take a guess and say like 20 something.
Hella galaxies.
How much bargain detergent does it take
The-
to clean as well as Tide? More.
Alright, bro.
Keep going. Still not enough. More liquid doesn't mean more clean. Switch to Tide and get 3 times the
I
clean.
think 20 is way too low. 20 is way too low.
Games are going good.
Bro, these ads, bro.
How many galaxies?
20
in
is
the
way
universe?
too low.
If I know.
12? I don't know. Is that like close?
It's more.
20?
Much more.
Oh, much more.
I'm gonna say 100.
More than hundreds.
Thousands?
More than thousands.
Millions?
Oh my gosh.
10,000?
I think there's millions of
That's
galaxies.
small.
I mean, 10,000 galaxies, but each galaxy's got 100 billion stars.
16,482.
That's specific.
Millions? Billions?
Hold up, there's billions?
Or is
1
that too small?
1 billion galaxies, each one with 100 billion stars.
I'll say 10 billion that we know of.
What are you gonna say?
The answer is.
It's always expanding,
the answer
isn't it?
is, how many galaxies? in
There's
the
always more
universe?
galaxies coming.
About. Gosh darn it. 100 billion.
What? Really?
Hold up, so there's 100 billion stars and
galaxies.
100 billion
Seriously?
galaxies.
Yeah. About 100 billion. Dang, weird.
Oh man.
It is huge. 100 billion are observable.
And these are just galaxies.
These are galaxies. Each
Observable
galaxy
galaxies,
Then has
okay.
about 100 billion stars.
Okay.
Right?
That's mind blowing a little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I feel like most people don't know this scale of the universe, and that's what I'm out here to talk about.
Mhm.
That's why I wanted to be like, it's so much bigger than almost anyone thinks.
Right.
In fact, there could be even more, because 100 billion galaxies is a conservative estimate. Some believe there are up to 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe.
2 trillion? Alright, bro.
And between all these galaxies, nothing.
Nothing.
What a wacky universe, right? And around each star, there might be on average about 6 planets.
Wow.
So you can think about 100 billion times 100 billion times 6, roughly. And that's conservative.
Okay.
Kind of like the number of planets maybe in the universe.
Mhm.
So it's insanely huge.
Yes. That does sound that is actually
That's
wow.
crazy. Like,
I feel like it makes me less stressed because it's just a blip in the system, man. Nothing's ever that deep.
mm-hmm.
So the universe is insanely huge.
And we're incredibly small. I got you.
How does that make
Bro, there has to. I'm like, there's no way we're alone in the universe. There's just no way, considering the scale, size, all these other galaxies, planets. Shoot, there could be life in our neighboring galaxy, or in another solar system in our current galaxy. It's wild.
feel?
Very
Think about the
small.
size of it.
Very small.
I don't know. It doesn't make me feel that small.
No,
Because there's
you
not.
still feel pretty big.
I don't feel big, but I still feel like this Earth in particular has a pretty decent amount of significance.
This is a special place for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. On the 14th of February, 1990, the Voyager 1 spacecraft was about 6 billion kilometers from the sun when it took this picture. All you see are a few rays of light and a little dot. Carl Sagan described this picture best. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home.
That's our
us.
sun.
On it, everyone you love, everyone you know,
We know.
everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was lived out their lives, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every young couple in love, every mother and father, inventor and explorer, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another
Mhm.
and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.
I'm glad you taught me something today. I appreciate it. I like learning.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for being open to learning because that's so important.
The thing that people are worried about is making mistakes, but you can't learn without making mistakes a lot of times.
So many people don't know the basics about the universe we live in, but it can even be hard to understand the world we live in. And this has a lot to do with our media ecosystem, which often prioritizes speed over accuracy and sensationalism over facts. A problem that's so big in science communication, I made a whole video about it. But Ground News, the sponsor of this video, changes the game.
No.
Unlimited access plan.
Okay,
Please like to
so
thank
he
Ground
includes the
News for
sponsorship
sponsoring.
at the end of the video. Well, I learned something new today. 100 billion. Was it 100 billion stars in our galaxy? I think that's what it was. Sheesh, man. I mean, nah, to think that people actually thought the moon was bigger than a star. I'm sorry, but that's just, come on. Hey, it just goes to show. But yeah, I mean, what else? What else new? The what was it? 100 billion. 100 billion galaxies in the universe too, and the universe is not even. It's still expanding. Like it's still growing. So more and more galaxy stars are being formed. At least I think that's what I learned. You could fact check me on that. Yeah, y'all. That was a cool little video to watch. Let me know any comments or thoughts you guys have in the comments. And I'll see you on the next one.